future of gaming and entertainment.
Hello and welcome to the Sony E3 experience brought to you by OneUpIsland.com. I'm Edgar Caster. I've got with me Yokijiro or Tony Lawson.
What's up?
And we've got Yoshi One Up or Matthew Morandi.
Hello.
It's all three of us together. We're going to be talking about our experience and what we saw at the Sony conference. The first thing I remember from it was... Oh, God.
You can't even talk. You don't even know what you like. That's fine.
No, I don't. I was thinking about Metal Gear Solid, the thing about it is that like it's like they had a new game. They had a new trailer, but it was all just like CG and like the cutscenes and everything. I don't think we saw any new gameplay for Metal Gear Solid.
I saw it the night before when someone in Konami accidentally leaked it. And I watched it like 10 times because the music was cool and it was just cool to see.
Yeah.
I guess like Venom Snake he calls him now.
That's right. There's going to be like Punish Snake and then there's Venom Snake or something like that. Oh, that's One
down.
Life.
But you seen it with all the people. It was really cool because not a lot of people saw it. You know, people were busy sleeping, getting ready for E3.
And then you saw the odd gasp as the trailer went on.
Yeah, so that was cool. That's one big game that I really want for the PlayStation 4.
Well, and I guess they didn't really have to reveal too much gameplay because like we had Ground Zeroes, which I think is going to be pretty much is a good indicator of what the big game is going to be like. The one thing that impressed me wasn't even at E3 or wasn't part of the trailer, but it was like showing like the map that you're going to play in and how big it is compared to like Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 and Ground Zeroes, and how it's supposed to be like this huge fucking island. Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, and I assume it's going to be sort of it's sort of going to be like Red Dead Redemption, where there's, it's just a lot of, dead land possibly, but like it's gigantic. It feels like a Grand Theft Auto map.
Finally.
Yeah.
They revealed Grand Theft Auto for next gen.
Yeah.
I forgot too.
And PC.
And PC. Well, future
well, I mean, and that's what I
general.
kept saying is like Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to come to PC.
Right.
And that's going to signal, okay, they're going to use that version on the new consoles.
Yeah, they're going to show that version and all that, which is cool that they revealed it there. Destiny, I'll talk about later, but did the trailer that you guys saw make you want to watch or play it or anything?
Here's what I realized. I faltered at the beginning of this video because I realized the only thing I remembered was Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember, like, what else did they show?
There was a lot of stuff. I mean, you had Bloodborne, which was the new...
right.
I forget his last name.
Miyazaki, because he's the president From Now, and that's this new game. It's what was Project Beast, but that was also again like
CGI.
Like it was CGI. Like I guess now we know there's going to be guns.
Yeah, guns, no shields, guns, and a weapon,
That's
and then
2 lives.
2 lives, yes, and then there was The Order 1866, where they showed some gameplay, but it was more video, I think.
Yeah, that was like Watch Dogs, like where it's like that's not real gameplay. Like they gussied it up to look like gameplay, but that's not how it's gonna look.
I'm just trying to think, like just sitting there, I was like, oh, that Entwine thing, like Matt, you were talking about, like just you were like, why?
Why is this happening?
Why is this happening? It's like Audio Surf. I
don't know. It's just some indie bullcrap. Like they keep using feels and shit. Like, oh, they're never gonna meet.
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen, but it's gonna happen emotionally towards you. I don't know what the fuck they were saying.
That was like 15 minutes of complete pure bullshit.
I want to play video games. I don't know.
Yeah, and that was at the very beginning.
But the thing is, it is a video game, but it's literally where you use the twin sticks to like move the characters on the It's like Audio Surf plus 2. Or plus 1, like it's the most simplistic fucking game I've ever seen.
But the music and the feels, where the bird and is it a fish? They want to make out. But
it's a fish and a bird, and they meet to make a dragon.
I don't care.
Maybe
what
that's
are
what
the
it is.
Gameplay mechanics? What the fuck do you do?
Well,
no, that's the problem. It's so simple that they had to talk about all the feels in the story,
right?
Because it's like, oh, you use the twin sticks to hit the colored parts.
It was made by It was made by some school, like some
Yeah, it was like graduates from like one of the game design schools or whatever.
It was the only game that actually came out from Sony's press conference today.
Oh, did it? Oh, it came out that day. Yeah.
So that was the only thing.
Well, of course, because it's done. It's an indie game.
Yeah, it's done.
Like, it's simple. It's like you're falling down a hole, make the bird and the fish touch the colored things, you're done.
Wow.
And then story, and then feels, and they'll never meet. But when they do, they're gonna fuck, and then the bird's gonna have a fucking dragon come out of its womb.
That didn't make any sense. I'm trying to think what else was. I guess Far Cry 4. They had the introduction to
Right.
the new villain, which was pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah,
I like
that was
Far Cry
awesome.
3 a lot, so Far Cry 4 looks really, really good. No, I don't think they showed the... I know they showed some gameplay.
Yeah, because I remember the elephants blowing shit
Yeah,
up. That was
oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
yeah.
But and here's the problem though. Like I had Far Cry 3. I kind of liked it, but I like Blood Dragon much
Oh, hell yeah.
a whole
Yeah,
lot
Blood Dragon
better.
was fun.
So all I could think of was like, oh man, I'm gonna be able to lead a Blood Dragon to knock over a tank. This is gonna be sweet.
And you're not going to get it. And the cool exclusive for the PlayStation consoles is that if I were to have Far Cry, I can invite my friend on their console, and they can co-op together, which
And
is kind
they
of
don't
cool.
have
That
to
is-
buy the game.
Yeah,
That
they
is
don't have to
fucking
buy-
cool.
They'll
So
just
that's
have to
cool.
download it and have the space on their hard drive.
Oh yeah, good luck.
Or is it going to be like some sort of like on live streaming bullshit
No,
where
no,
it's
no,
like,
no,
oh, you can play, but you're going to lag 3 seconds.
Yeah, which is weird. They talked about PlayStation Now a little bit, not a lot. They just kind of mentioned it. That's going to have games, but PlayStation TV, $99. It's going to murder the Vita.
Ooh, yeah.
You can use your PlayStation 4 kind of to play it in your house, like remote play, which
Yeah.
is cool.
It is awesome.
I mean, it's $99.
That's it.
But don't you have to have a PlayStation 4 as well?
Well, of course, but you
Wow,
can
so
use
now
it.
we're up to like $600.
Yeah, you can use it standalone to play PlayStation, PSP.
Oh,
you can use
really?
it for
Yeah,
PlayStation
that's why it's
Now.
awesome.
That's why it's cool.
Oh, so anything that's on the PlayStation Network, you can play through the PlayStation TV.
As long as I'm assuming,
As long as
built
it's
on,
enabled.
I'm sure it's using the Vita's OS.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that the Vita can play, it can play.
Okay, that's interesting.
So that's cool. $99. It's for an actual gaming type of set top box type of thing. Is really cool.
And you can watch Netflix on it.
And you can watch Netflix
Yeah.
and Hulu and stuff. Anything that's on the OS, I'm sure they're gonna kind of tweak it, and I would hope so, because you don't want stupid bubbles on your screen that you can't touch.
Oh, that's true.
So,
Oh, God, yeah.
we'll see what they do with that.
Is it out in Japan?
And it's going to be great because then, like, some
Yeah.
kid's going to ask for a PlayStation 4, and the parents are going to go, "Oh, hey, it's PlayStation as well, PlayStation TV. It's $100."
Well, it's called Vita TV in Japan.
and then they're going to cry.
Yeah, Vita TV.
It's called Vita TV.
They changed the name because they don't want it to sell.
Vita's not doing that great.
Like, we've got you a Vita. This isn't it. Worst Christmas ever.
This is what I wanted. But I guess Sony had a lot of exclusive, only on Sony, only on PlayStation.
Oh, God, they said
best
that so
on
many
PlayStation, over and over.
But
and
they're
over again.
multiplats.
But they're all multiplayer games.
So it's on PC, so I think they're...
I mean, the only one that they showed that was like,
Well, Entwined, I think that's pretty exclusive, right?
better be. Uncharted 4, which I'm not a fan of Uncharted, so I didn't really care too much. But that graphic, I mean, it looks
Oh,
pretty
hell
cool.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
looks
if the
damn-
CGI looks good because
They-
that was in gameplay.
It's in-game.
It said
That
it
was a
in-game.
cutscene.
It's in game. It's in game. In-game
mean-
cutscene. Like Metal Gear has a lot of in-game cutscene. They don't
mean-
actually
Yes.
go outside
Yeah.
of it for.
They could be 5% into the game or something.
Maybe.
And then he fell
Or
down
no,
a
no,
hole,
no.
and then he gets up, and then he doesn't shoot anybody.
They got the engine, guys, so that's
Yeah.
all you have to worry about.
I like how that was their big reveal. Hey, guess what? It's a sequel that you knew was probably going to happen.
Well, I'm sure we all were sitting there when they were like, "All right, there's one more thing we need to talk about," and then you see Sony, Computer Entertainment,
was
right?
like, "Oh, shit, here it
I was like,
comes."
"Oh god, oh god," and then it said Naughty Dog. I'm like, "Fuck you! Where's Last Guardian?"
Everyone was just like, you hear people off to the side.
Yeah,
They
people
were
were
cheering.
cheering.
I was just like, oh.
I was like,
yeah.
"Wow, okay, cool. Nathan Drake is gonna be Nathan Drake again." I
Nathan
wasn't
wrinkles
watching-
Drake
and he
killed
has
the
feels.
dog from Last Guardian. That's
that-
what happened.
Is that all they talked about? He had wrinkles and he had feels.
So like
you
he's
can
he's,
feel.
he's
That's all I heard.
He's feeling
Watch
the
it again,
wrinkles in
guys.
his
Oh.
bones.
yeah. If you watch it again, or you kind of, I guess he just wants to do it again. Maybe he's been out of it for a while, and it's called.
He's got like some reason. He's got some drive.
Yeah.
I've got to do this, or
He
I don't know
stopped
how
for
to do the voice. I've got to do this one last time. Come on, old man, who I don't know because I never played the Uncharted games.
weird.
We're gonna do it.
just one last, and it's called At Thief's End. So hopefully it's the very last.
You know what I realized? They're doing this because of the fourth Indiana Jones movie was when Indiana Jones was much older.
It's true.
It's literally just the video game version of Indiana Jones. They just ripped off. Oh shit, that lost a couple lives. They literally
Protect your
just
people.
1-to-1 ripped off Indiana Jones.
Hopefully
Good
there's
job.
no refrigerator in Aliens, but we're I guess close to time.
Mm-hmm.
So Edgar, just grade it.
Uh,
Like, how did you?
It's better.
feel?
It was better than Microsoft, so I'll have to give it a C.
It's better.
It was better than Microsoft, so I'll have to give it a C. There wasn't a whole lot. Yeah, we got Project Beast. We know about that, but like again, not a whole lot of gameplay, except I guess for games that I don't care about. And I'm still not quite convinced to get a PlayStation 4 yet. Maybe when we get closer to Project Beast coming out or Bloodborne.
Yeah, that's probably where I would sit in terms of if you don't have a PlayStation 4. Matt, are you gonna get a PlayStation 4 and anytime soon within the next before Christmas, before holiday? And your thoughts and grade?
Well, I'll just give it a B right now. It was good. It was probably the best Sony conference ever. I would say so.
You'd say so?
And we got what was that alpha code for Destiny?
For Destiny.
That's awesome.
But,
Yeah, for the
that is
PlayStation 4, I don't know.
Yeah, for the PlayStation 4, you don't.
Oh, you can play it on PlayStation 3,
No, not the beta,
not the beta, alpha.
or not the alpha. I mean,
What about the beta?
I think the beta. I don't know actually. I have to look that up. For me, like I already have a PlayStation 4. I think the Destiny Alpha is the only reason why I kept it.
Oh yeah. That's true.
I mean, there's a beta in July. The game comes out in September, so I might keep it because I'll talk about that later.
Well, no. I want to go back because this. We can talk about the multiplats they kept showing, like Batman. I was like, whoa,
yeah.
that is the
No,
coolest game.
no. But it's PC footage.
No,
it was
no,
PC
no.
footage.
Really? Oh my god.
Well,
I mean, we could talk about Batman later, I think, but like just they had a lot.
We should
of,
talk about the multiplats in another video
like,
and talk
maybe
about
different games.
then why were we talking about multiplats?
I don't know because that's what they showed, but I guess like
that's mostly I think
Half of the
that's
stuff we
why
talked
also
about was
it gets a C
Yeah.
because there wasn't a whole lot of Sony stuff there.
yeah, there wasn't a lot of Sony stuff. I mean, Little Big Planet
rating
3.
it off that?
but
Oh, I forgot about that because I don't give a
I
shit.
guess
I'm
just
just-
rate it like as the conference itself. Like didn't
I'm
impress
comparing
you.
it to the last ones.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, see, for me, like that's where like it, like last one.
It's good.
The last press conference, they reamed the shit out of Microsoft, and just the
It was
I,
fun.
we weren't there last year, but the crowd being in the crowd is definitely different.
It is.
Yeah.
So so there was feeling. If I was there last year, I'd be like a motherfucking plus.
Yeah.
But this year, it's like there was some thing. I think maybe there was too many leaks. Overall, for all the press conferences, there's too many leaks, so it's kind of hard to get excited about something you know about already. And there was people's reactions, which was cool, but like,
You get caught up in the hype.
yeah. And I was just like, for me, it's like a B-. It was good, but like, definitely not last year's. And I think maybe just in general, the gaming industry, as just the games are being shown, it's been kind of lackluster.
That is true.
Like you're still getting sequels. You get maybe 1 or 2 gems, but that's it. We're still getting the same fucking shit we've been getting the last 7 years.
Yeah, how many sequels did we see at E3? Too many to count.
Too many.
They got a 10 out of 10 for showing sequels.
Yes. So that's for me. That's
Well, I enjoyed it because I like seeing all the PC games.
yeah.
And that's why I gave it a B. If it's Sony, then yeah, probably a C.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, that's because even though the Grand Theft Auto 4 was PS4 shot, it's still gonna look better on like a computer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, of
And The
course.
Last of Us came out last year.
Oh yeah,
and
The
now
Last of Us
definitive
remastered.
version.
Like who cares?
Does that count as a multi-plat now? Because it's only on Sony. It's only on Sony consoles.
It's only on Sony. Best on Sony, but it
is only on. Sony.
it's Sony. It was cool being there. It was cool, but I just.
It's like,
Wow,
wow, we
like-
already seen this. We already played this. We already seen
Yeah,
that.
it's
We
just
already-
the new-
wow, it's the same trailer.
Nothing
as
was like, especially now that we're moving to the next generation. I'm not seeing any like gameplay that's really like, oh my god, now that's a sequel. It's completely different, or it upgrades everything really well. Except maybe the Batman game's giving me the Batmobile. I think that was
That was
the biggest
awesome. Yeah,
that was
next
pretty
gen thing that I saw at the
Yeah,
Sony.
We'll have to talk about Batman later.
Don't forget about Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, don't forget about Sunset Overrise. But I think we're done for this right now. Well, again, we'll talk more in depth about the games, but close us off, Edgar.
Yes, that was our Sony E3 experience with Matthew Morandi, Tony Lawson, and me, Edgar Kastner. Thanks for watching. Click all the links and everything below.
Yeah, subscribe.